Hey, what's up, y'all? This is your girl, Carly Red, the artist on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, and you're tuned in with Biz with Dave. Keep it coming.
All right, everybody. Thank you for all tuning in to the Biz with Dave right now. And if you guys don't know what you're tuned into, I don't know how you tuned in, but you're tuned into David Dwayne on My Fierce Wings Radio. We have Miss Carly Red from Love and Hip Hop on the line. What's going on, Miss Carly?
What's up, y'all? How y'all doing?
We're doing great. How about yourself?
Good. Loving life.
That's great to hear. Well, thank you so much for coming on the show this evening. We do definitely appreciate you, and loved your personality on television. I mean, you're so real and honest.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for, loving my personality. Got to keep it real 100% of the time.
Absolutely. So tell the listeners who may not know a little bit how you got started with being in the industry. Kind of tell them a little bit about how you got started.
I've been in the industry for a minute since I was younger. It started with my mom. She just had me going on auditions. I started out as a model, actress. You go on my IMDb resume, you'll see that I've done movies, commercials. I was the face of Dark and Lovely, Heineken commercials, movies, television shows, and so on and so forth. And then before I got on Love and Hip Hop, I did Screen Queens.
Mm-hmm.
Screen Queens was on VH1. It's 10 actresses. We were all living together and competing for the role of Star. And,
oh, wow.
And I got pretty far in that. I didn't win. They chose a white girl. Anyway.
As expected.
So, right. Being the only, it was a white-oriented show. So the first season, there was only one black girl on the show. Second season was, it was 2 black girls on the show. So, you know how that goes.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so I got pretty far with that, and the next thing you know, VH1 hired me again. I'm on Love and Hip Hop.
Wow. So was it Mona that approached you for the show, or was it just VH1 itself, the company?
Actually, it was one of the producers from Mona.
Okay. And when you were originally asked to come on the show, what was your initial thought?
Well, I had a good storyline, and I met with Mona and her team, and next thing you know, I was on the show.
So another question that everybody probably asks you regarding Cash Money and the management and being signed with them, but I want to ask you personally, what was the whole, the actual thing that was going on with that?
Honestly, right, Malcolm and Mel, they are the executive vice presidents of Cash Money. They manage me. Their company managed me. So that was the whole thing with that. And they came on the show as management.
So it wasn't like
on the show and everything. And I don't know if you guys remember the scene where he was like, you want your career or Benzino? Like, you got to make up your mind. And he is he's the vice president for Cash Money. Okay.
And how did the linking up with Cash Money just all come about for you?
Malcolm just found me. He actually, one of my songs was on Music Choice. If you guys know what Music Choice is DirecTV, Comcast. It's the music for the cable channels. One of my songs was number 3 on the music channel, Music Choice, and they found me from there.
Oh, wow. Which song was that?
It was a Caribbean song.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. Congrats on that. That's what's up.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good to know that from something like that, they approach you. I mean, you don't really hear about stories like that. I mean, you hear similar things in the industry, but I mean, you know how the industry is. You know how people, their discovery stories are similar, different, but this one is just a little bit different.
Right. Yeah, I mean, they took me in as like an outlet, so I was appreciative of the whole opportunity.
Definitely. And so you went to Harlem School of the Arts where you did singing, dancing, acting training, correct?
Absolutely.
Now what just, before attending the school, what just sparked your mind about just the entertainment industry to just make you want to be like, you know what, this is something that I have a love for, and I just want to try force with it. What gave you initially the passion before, going to high school?
Really, it's my mom. Like, she put me in these courses, and in the beginning, I hated it. Like, I hated getting up every morning, Saturday morning, while all the kids are kicking it outside playing. I got to go to opera class. I got to go to African dance class. I got to go to ballet class, and I got to go to violin class. And so, it was really my mom. Then after I started seeing all the money coming in from the commercials I was booking and all the shows, I was like, oh, well, yeah. I was like, okay. So it's just something I just found a passion and a love for it, and I love the industry, period, the entertainment industry, to the point where I even got my degree in filmmaking.
Okay. That's nice. So are you going to be, like, producing any films, perhaps, like, in the near future, or?
I have produced a couple of, I've produced the Image Awards. I have produced a couple of shows. I have directed a couple of films for myself and a couple of music videos for some artists, but that's not, it's something that I have to fall back on.
Right. Definitely. So let's talk a little bit about Love and Hip Hop.
You never know where your next check is going to come, so you got to have something to fall back on.
Yes. I know the feeling, because that's why I do my PR, my singing, my dancing, the whole shebang. So I know what it means to have that backup. So I got to high five and commend you on that through the phone.
Okay, so, you got to have plan A through Z.
Yup, exactly. So let's kind of talk about Love and Hip Hop, just kind of like a small portion that we're going to really gear back to you, because when I have any of you fantastic women from Love and Hip Hop, I don't like to really talk about the show too much. So I just want to let you know before we get into talking about it, and Mm-hmm. So you are still on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, and the one thing I definitely wanted to ask you about was how the beef between you and K. Michelle. I don't know why I forgot K for a second, but where did that exactly initially start?
First of all, being one of the pretty girls on the show, and one of the girls that's like, okay, you know what, I'm not trying to do all that fighting. So when you come across like, you know what, I'm grown, I'm a little older, I'm not trying to do all that messy fighting shit, it comes across as, okay, she don't want to fight, she must be weak. But I'm not weak, I can be classy and not have to be all, fighting and all that. I don't have to look crazy. I don't have to look like a hooligan. That's number one. Number two, really what happened was B. Cox, Brian Michael Cox, the producer, told K. Michelle a lie and said and twisted it around somehow, some way, and she assumed that I was saying that I wanted to work with her producer or whatever. And you know how these shows is, they twist it and they turn it, and things just get
crazy.
Twist around somehow, some way, crazy or whatever. So, and I straight up told her, like, I've been knowing B. Cox for 16 years. I've been knowing him a long, long time, like forever and a day. So before he even, became this great producer, I've been knowing him. So, that's how it all twisted and turned and started the bullshit or whatever.
Okay. And the funniest part during the show that I enjoyed seeing was you shake the table. And I was like, did she just really shake the table? What was when you shook the table? Were you just trying to get her attention by doing that, or was something about it?
It was just a natural reaction. It was just a natural reaction, shut up. It was just a natural reaction. Just natural reaction. Somehow, you may get into it with somebody, then you'd be like, you know what, fuck you. It's natural reaction,
Right. Okay. Now, have you seen this? New York, the new season?
Yes.
Okay. So you saw when Tahiri was shaking it when she basically shook the table, right?
Yes.
I was like,
Yes, I got a lot of tweets because of it.
I was like, she trying to pull a Carly Red. I said, I got love, for Tahiri and stuff like that. She seems like a cool girl, but that was funny. I said, here we go. She trying to be Carly Red number 2. She already got labeled in the first episode. Immediately,
yeah.
And you know something's wrong when you basically doing what somebody else kind of did. I guess to get the attention, but hey, that's the way you get somebody's attention after somebody did it on the other season. Okay,
right.
Seems a little copycat.
I wish I would have got credit for it right then and there.
Yeah, it seems very scripted at that point.
Yeah, I wish I would have got credit for it. There's a lot of things that I noticed that my hair, the fact that I wore red highlights under my in my hair. A lot of people on YouTube, talking about the Carly Red look, and I wish I could get credit for all these things but I'm glad that I'm setting a trend for people all walks of life, not just in the industry. I'm glad I'm setting a trend.
Right.
It means something.
Sorry to cut you off, but that is definitely something that people should want to inspire to be. The real word is aspire. Aspire to be. Yeah, right? Aspire. Did I say that right?
Yeah. Aspire to be a trendsetter.
Yeah. Aspire to be want to set trends. Because you always see somebody, especially with the music industry, somebody's trying to follow someone else's footsteps. And you're like, oh, let me do something what Michael did. Which is great. No disrespect. But it's like, set a trend. Make some noise for the youth. Or for the older people, that's going to make people really be like, wow, this person is really different. He got a different tone. She got a different style.
Yep.
So, but that's just my little quick rant. My bad, Carly.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
We're dating Benzino, and you previously mentioned the fact of Malcolm saying Benzino is cold, or Benzino or music kind of thing. What was it about Benzino that just attracted you to him?
Benzino basically swept me off my feet, meaning he did all the right things as a man to get my attention, and he knew exactly what he was doing. He was smart. He knew exactly what to do to get on TV.
Very true. Now, is he different from the other guys that you've dated in the past, or is he kind of similar to the type of guys that you like?
That's a good question. I never dated a guy with no neck. That's a good question. As far as personality is concerned, no, I don't think I've dated a guy that angry either. So no, he's very different.
Mm-hmm. So the anger was really something that was not, chopped down and made to be something bigger than what it was. That was really what it was, basically, is what you're saying.
Oh no, yeah, definitely. He definitely got anger issues. I don't think it has anything to do with me. Honestly, it's just substance abuse.
That's enough of loving hip-hop. Moving on, because I told you I wasn't told you I don't like talking about these shows with y'all. You can ask Mimi, you can ask Kay. If y'all have talk, you can ask Rashida. I don't like going off of a big old rant about this show. Seriously. I love it. I love it better than I love New York, but I just don't dig too deep in it.
Right.
So I have a fan question. This is from Ebony, and she wanted to know, since you have experience with modeling, what have we seen you in, like as far as like videos, music videos?
I don't aspire myself to be a music video vixen. I aspire myself to be a real model. I've done Ebony's magazine. I've done Black Men's magazine. I've done Sports Illustrated. I could keep going.
Wow. So you've pretty much like done all the urban magazines.
Yeah, I've done all the urban magazines, and like I said, I was the face of Dark and Lovely. I did the commercial for a little while, so
okay. And then
that's the type of modeling that I aspire to be. And I don't think that, you know, the video vixens or whatever, I mean, more power to them, but you know, it's just not something that I want to tell little girls to do. I don't want to tell my daughter to do it.
Right.
So so I need to set example. And set an example is not always, you know, being on Love and Hip Hop, but it's definitely using the platform to get where you need to get to next.
Right. And would you say like the show has like definitely been a great platform for you?
Oh my God, it's the #1 show on cable television. So of course, I mean, after, you know, it aired, I mean, things that I couldn't do before, I can do anything now, you know, as far as like hairlines and, you know, investors are coming at me left and right. I got my own liquor line. I can do whatever now, you know, because of the platform of the show. And thank you, Mona Scott. So, you know.
And speaking of hair, every time we see you, just like Kay, decide to choose your hairstyle. As far as you want to go long, you want to go short, you want to do like a bang, you want to the side, like what gives you the idea? Is it because you just want to change something, to do something
What's
different,
my
or
inspiration?
Basically.
Basically, I just want to be different from any of the girls on the show. That's #1. #2, like I said, I want to be a trendsetter. So I look at things.
Right.
I like to look at things that are different. I love Lady Gaga because she's different. She don't want to be like everyone else. She want to do stuff different. She want to set a trend. I love that about her. So I just want to do anything that's different. So I look for hairstyles. I tell my hairdresser, I'm like, give me something different. I don't care what it is, just do something different. That's hot, of course. I don't want to be looking like Ali Boo Boo or nothing like that, you know, but just anything that's different.
Absolutely. So let's talk music. I mean, because that's definitely something I really wanted to talk to you about. You have the song Louis Gucci Prada, which I like the song. I don't see why everybody likes to throw shade at you about that song, but I think it's hot and catchy.
I mean, yes, some people like it, some people don't. It's to each his own, you know, but my new music is crazy. I got a song, my next single coming out. First of all, of course, I got a couple of diss songs for K. Michelle.
Okay.
And then moving on, you know, my single is going to be with T-Pain. It's so fucking hot. You know, anything T-Pain stamp his name on, that shit is sick. It's hot.
Wow. And you and T-Pain are friends, right?
I'm sorry?
And you and T-Pain are friends, right? I think I was seeing that somewhere. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
How do you like working with him in the studio?
He's fast, quick, like, man. I mean, like, literally minutes, seconds. So I was like, okay, we're done. He's mad, and he's real cool, real down-to-earth person. I love him. I love him and his wife. They're real cool, down-to-earth people.
That's exactly what I've heard from people that have been previously signed to him or have written songs with him that I know in the industry. They've seen the exact same thing that you have. So it's good.
Oh, and let me add to the fact that his camp, his artists, his camp, all talented. Like, he got a whole talented situation over there going on in that camp.
Yes. Extremely.
So I definitely big ups to him. Shout out to T-Pain and his whole camp. Like, that shit, man, he got a movement, serious. And it's fire. He's putting out fire.
Always. So with Louis Gucci Prada, what inspired that song? Because I said I like it. For those who haven't checked it out and are curious to know what it's about, what's it about?
It was just basically a song that Malcolm had chose for me. You know, I have a bunch of songs, and I was like, Malcolm, what song do you think I should put out? And he said that one. So I put it out. It wasn't like, and the whole thing with Stevie J, okay, me and Stevie J was just playing around. And it wasn't like I was serious trying to perform for him, do some big old performance. We was just playing around. And but my actual performance that I did a showcase, like how Tina Shaw did her showcase. I did a showcase.
But of course, we didn't see that.
Thank you. So somebody gotta give somebody the fall. Somebody gotta take the fall, and it was me. So hey.
Wow.
I did a wonderful showcase with dances. The shit was hot. I mean, like crazy. It was so sickening. Like, oh my gosh. I danced my ass off. Oh my gosh. The whole shit was hot. A lot of people came out. It was packed. Everything. They filmed it. Did they show it? Come on now. You know they not.
No, I mean, of course they're not going to show the good things or stuff that should have been added in there because, simple fact is an hour show, 45 minutes, and, they like the controversial stuff.
Right. So I think if they would have edited with the intent of my showcase and how we put it on, it was so hot and just, like I said, it was packed. Everybody would have been like, oh shit, okay, this bitch is talented. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Because people don't know. Like you just told me earlier. I went to Harlem School of the Arts. So motherfucker,
right.
I've been dancing since I was 2.
Exactly.
I come from a Caribbean background that if you don't freaking dance, you got a problem. We've been whining since we got out our mother's belly.
That is true.
I come from Trinidad. We've been whining since I was in my mother's belly, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And if I don't whine, I get spanked.
That's why I don't understand.
I'm dead serious. What? You don't know how to whine? Where you from? Oh, no. You get spanked. Come on now.
See, that's why I don't understand why people say, like, oh, she's not talented. So like that. I'm just like, she has talent. She has talent. She might not be like, a Beyonce or Kelly Rowland. I'm just throwing names out there. But she has talent. Like, when you have the experience, you got the talent. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of artists that came out here and just did it. Missy Elliott, I could keep going.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Platinum Status, Sierra, and I could keep on going.
That's true. So what things do you have, like, in the works? Like, right now, what are some of the projects that you have coming out? Because I definitely want to touch on some of those projects.
Do you mean, like, products or just projects?
Projects.
Projects, like I said, the single coming out with T-Pain, definitely doing a lot of charity work, giving back. I have some other, I can't really discuss this because then it's under my jurisdiction not to, but some acting in the works.
Okay.
Yes, definitely some acting in the works coming out. And then, of course, I got my labels, my products, my lines. So, definitely. But my music is definitely number one.
Okay. So when should we expect the new single to be out?
When the show comes out.
Oh, okay.
When the show comes out. You know how it is. They don't, you know how it is.
Exactly. Well, you got to make sure that you drop that.
You got to get that element of surprise.
So is it going to kind of be like how...
At the end of the day, what they going to edit out? Who knows?
That's true. That's true. So are you planning on to, like, drop it, like, after the show or, like, during the show, like, right how it seems like everybody this season, they wanted to just, like, drop a song right after the fact of the episode? Is that how you're going to do it? Or just a little different?
I'm going to drop it during the episode.
Okay.
On the show.
That's very smart. It's smart to do it that way. And then you got people paying attention both ways, tweeting you about both things at once.
Exactly.
That's very smart.
Thank you.
Not a problem. So you said you have the lines. Let's talk about the lines that you have. If I let you go.
Absolutely. I have a watch line. I have a makeup line. I'm coming out with a liquor brand.
Okay.
I have a hair line. It's selling really, really well. Thank God for that. Man, I could keep going. Apparel line coming out, fitness apparel line.
Oh, wow.
It's just so much. Like I said, I'm using this platform to the best of my ability. And I have a book coming out, a sex book.
Oh. I've never. I can't even get the words out of my mouth. I've never been able to laugh and say damn at the same time. What can we expect from the book?
It's kind of like a Zane Sex Chronicles.
Okay.
It's similar to that. If anyone watched the show, I got my inspiration when I did an episode on the show. People don't know this. I did a couple of episodes on Zane Sex Chronicles. It was a show out on, I think, what was the channel? Cinemax? I was fully clothed, so no nudity. Let me just put that out there because, people go crazy. Well, you going to think why you was nude? No, fully clothed. And from filming that, my inspiration came from that show. Zane is a very best-selling author. She is. And from the show, they took excerpts from her book for the show. And I just got my inspiration while filming that. And this was before Love and Hip Hop and everything. I've been doing this book way before Love and Hip Hop. And I was just like, okay. And I started writing this book, and here I am now, about to put it out.
Wow. Well, I'm looking.
Everything.
You got everything going on.
My shoe line. I have a shoe line as well. Everything. I'm doing everything.
And what's the name of the shoe line?
Carly Red.
Oh, okay. You said I'm gonna just keep it my name.
Yeah. Yep.
And what's the
name of the hairline is Red Hairline, Redline Hair.
Okay.
Name of the cosmetics is Jade Red Cosmetics. And all of this you can find just one click on CarlyRed.com.
That's what's up.
You don't have to go searching for each one. CarlyRed.com. Everything.
And that's smart again too, because everybody, they got like 350 different not emails. Well, I think we all
websites.
Crazy with the emails too, but websites. They're like, here go my fan club site.
Here's my website for my watch. Here go my website for my thing. Here go my no. CarlyRed.com. Boom.
Just that simple. And so my last question for you is, if you could describe this new season of Love and Hip Hop in one word, what's that one word? Without giving too much.
Once again, damn. One word.
Crazy. Okay. I've heard it's gotten crazy.
Crazy.
I've definitely heard that. It's gotten crazy. And wow. Mimi said fucking wow when I asked her.
Yeah. I just got off the phone with her. I love her.
Yeah, she is so awesome.
I just got off the phone with her. It's so funny how people, they see her. I've been knowing her for years, and it's so funny how they see her and they think something totally different from on TV, and she's not that type of person. I always stand up for her. Some people be like, she's so weak, and I'm like, no, she's not. You do not know her. She is not like that.
No, she isn't. Like, I communicate with her, like, we have each other's number, and she's nowhere near weak at all.
Yeah, nowhere near. Like,
that's
I always
different.
Her. That's my dog.
Fred, thank you so much for coming on this show to talk about it
thank
all.
You for having me.
Not a problem. Do you have any shout-outs, any final remarks for all the listeners?
I shout out to you. Shout out to you and everything that you're doing, all your endeavors. And I appreciate the interview. And everyone go on my Twitter at Carly Red, KarlieRedd. Instagram, Facebook, it's all the same, Carly Red.
That's Absolutely. And we are definitely following you on all those sites. I just sent you a tweet saying, great speaking with you. So
Okay, cool. I'm going to follow